How's it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to episode number 11 of The Good Place Season 4. We have 2 episodes left to go after this, which really breaks my heart. We are so close to the end, and we have made progress as well in terms of how we might be ending things with The Good Place, especially since the last few episodes was a race against time in order to stop the judge from rebooting humanity. And yeah, we've formed a new system where everyone who has died will be put into a test, and they will be put into that over and over again until they pass it. So yeah, I had a little bit of a confusion because I thought the medium place would be a great middle ground, get it, in terms of where these people can be based in terms of their tests, until they do reach the good place, of course, because I think the alternative is that, well, they might never pass it. It depends until they hit a certain landmark until they do pass it. So yeah, but it was really, really great to have the last episode come to a conclusion in terms of the judges first for rebooting humanity, I guess, because like I said, I couldn't see that stretching on until like the final episode. So yeah, it was great to have. Even Sean took some convincing after a very, very moving admission to Michael. So yeah, it was a really, really great way to, I guess, come up with this new system that works for everyone. And yeah, I'm excited to see where things go from here, of course, now that we've put this into motion. So with that said, let's get into episode number 11 of The Good Place Season 4. Let's go.
The bad place is going to be changing, and I'm kind of your boss now.
He's joking, right?
I'm afraid he's not. Things are changing. Michael and I are actually going to be...
the irony is, this is hell for you guys.
Working together.
Working.
Oh, I hated that. I hated saying it, hated how it felt, hated text, so we'll learn the new system.
Why do we need a new system? Torture works.
Because the old one sucked.
Been done.
With all due respect, it's the way it's always been done is an excuse that's been used for hundreds of years to justify racism, misogyny.
Exactly.
That.
Kool-Aid Man, Mini-Me, DJ Jazzy Jeff, a genie, so we can wish for infinity, people.
Jason.
Sure, throw me in there too. Also Fat Bastard, Man, Pikachu, Karate Kid, Wendy from Wendy's, Grumpy Cat, and the GPS lady that tells you where to drive. Feels like a good stopping point. Let's call it
Siri. Let's get Siri.
Tomorrow. Great job, everyone.
But, oh, hey, come on, buddy. I personally chose you based on your innovative work in the performative wokeness department.
Oh, wow.
Way to mansplain my own department to me. And I'm triggered.
Wow.
Oh, man. What a legend.
And I never thought about the fact that we could look up our own files.
Yeah, I printed out all of ours.
Oh, that's not tempting. That's not like a chocolate cake with icing.
Okay?
Oh, the words are nice, but the tone is scary.
We're in love, and everyth's great. And if you want to keep it that way, you have to promise to never, ever, ever read my file.
Okay, I'm confused. Is this a game? Is it a sex game? Somehow?
Oh, cheating.
What if we
Okay.
spend
Look at
half
how he's
eternity together, and then you find out something that does change the way you feel about me.
It's that
and
anxiety.
Then you resent me for wasting half your eternity. No, it's better we just rip the Band-Aid off, and you read about all the bad stuff now when we're hot and heavy.
Okay, I'll read you fast.
So there's no
Finish
pressure
reading
in
about Oscar Schindler
the
first.
afterlife.
It's simply the test. Get a plan of the test.
Shanna, I love you. Oh my god, and Michael with the
Yeah, this all sounds so lame.
No, it's the
I love
current
this.
system that's lame. It's so basic. You get a human's file, and
No,
let's
you
be
should have
honest,
gone,
you never
"Yeah,
read
basic,"
it. You just skip
or
to the
"It's
fears
basic."
and
I don't know.
phobias section. Guys, this is your chance to be part of a bold new future. You telling me there's not one single demon who wants to design
guys
the
suck.
very first sample test of this new system?
Oh, there is. And she's a stone cold fox.
Oh, shit!
To be scared.
All right, fine. Take a seat. Janet will give you Tahani's file.
Oh no,
I somehow don't trust her.
I know Tahani very well. Self-obsessed, family issues, way too into being tall. Typical Vicky, throwing shade. But it doesn't matter, because I'm casting it. Because I'm closer to the sun.
You tried, Tahani. You tried.
There is no one else I want to be with. At least not forever. And
You
then if
heard
Frida
it from
Kahlo
her.
wants to make out with me in heaven, then you and I are gonna have a conversation. But if you read my file and you're good, then we're good. Unless there's something in your file that would freak me out, like you kept out a library book past the due date.
It got buried in the bottom of a box. I put the library in my will to make up for
No,
it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, he's
Just go
worried.
back to work. Thank you.
Oh my god, that's drastic.
Couple things. We're not using chainsaw bears anymore.
No.
Right. Okay, yeah. What else?
It was mainly that one thing. Why don't you try again? And remember that the challenge.
Support sustainable fishing.
Mondays, am I right?
You said smaller and more relatable. The bear is smaller. Humans hate Mondays and love bacon. What do you want from me?
Michael, can I try?
Does she have a thing for chainsaw bears?
Fine, Vicky.
So what are you saying? Janet might get bored of me?
No, that's not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
I think
No,
no.
Jason, come back.
I think his head's in a bit of a like frenzy,
Back in my toilet library.
And
just because he's worried.
But I have no idea what. Goodness, this is hard.
It's on the spot, really.
Well done, Vicky. That was quite good for the system. For me, it was rather traumatic.
Okay, it's like her parents were the chainsaw bear, but instead of chopping off her head, they chopped off her self-esteem?
Yes, Megan, good.
Good on
Take
you,
what know
Megan.
about them and then
I
force
guess.
them into moments.
She's moving too fast. We have to learn how to walk before we can.
Michael, I think someone's a bit incompetent.
Too fast.
First of all, shut up. And second of all, just shut up.
Obvious what's going on here. You don't want your nemesis to be the one to solve your problem. I know that feeling. Once on Earth, I didn't know something and I had to ask Alexa. I felt dirty.
No, that comes along with this, like, rock lifter thing and just lifts it to the top of the hill. Pushing the rock up the hill gave me a purpose.
He's feeling that overshadowed
If
presence.
the rock's gone.
Getting Vicky back is the best chance to make your plan work now. So focus on that and deal with the future in the future.
Hey,
It's scary, but he's been striving for this moment.
I'm sorry. I said that
And he's
before.
just
ma'am.
shooting himself in the foot at the moment.
Head and then came out. But just put it back in your head and realize that it was you talking about you and Eleanor.
Against all odds, I know what you mean, and I gotta give it up.
He's had so many
That's
big
good.
brain
Yeah,
moments this
one
season, it's
chance
concerning.
made.
And then there's that. Jason Mendoza.
There she is. But now I want to give you the role of a lifetime. You're going to run.
This is it.
the whole
As an
project.
actress,
I'll give
own
you
it.
all my plans and my notes. But then I'll step back and you'll take over. Full creative control. Like a director. What do you say?
Well,
This is it.
That sounds great.
Who we are together, so I'm sorry for freaking out. But also, someday.
Plus
when
you've
we get
had
to this
800
place, I'm gonna learn to play
reboots.
the guitar, so you don't get bored of me.
I actually prefer drummers. Read my file.
Sorry for the delay. Now.
You're done. And all of these demons are behind me, right, guys?
Yep.
All right, Vicky.
Oh,
You win.
Vicky.
It's time to hunt.
What a great actress.
No, but wait, we're still fighting, and it's so heated that it might just
Okay, don't
erupt
overdo
into
it.
The dance battle from West Side Story.
No, I'm too upset about the coup.
Honestly, if it wasn't Prince, this whole thing is screwed up and we gotta start over.
No. It's you guys.
For real?
The judge agreed that the four of you don't need to take the test.
Oh my god!
Saving every soul in the universe is worth a few points.
Guys, look at you!
Recently unemployed, might as well do some traveling. Shall we?
Oh, I'm so happy for them. Ah, there you are. There you are. Oh, I'm so happy for them. That's so great. I mean, they deserve it, though. They put in a lot of effort in order to try and save humanity, and they've done, after 1.1 Jeremy Bearamys later, they excelled, and they deserve this moment. So they've gone through 800 reboots. They've tackled with the judge. They have formulated a logical solution in order to accurately, I guess, assess those who deserve to go into the good place and those who might be, rebooted all the time. They deserve it. They are the saviors of humanity, because without them and their system, humanity might be in a worse position. And, that's a case because of the fact that if the judge went through with the rebooting, then who's to say that the human race won't be in a worse position than they are in their universe? So I'm so happy. I will say, I am low-key concerned regarding how we ended things with this episode, with 2 episodes left to go, because it just makes me wonder, is anything catastrophic gonna happen? Maybe. But I do think we might get an epilogue of sorts for the last episode. But there's also the question of what happened to Simone, to Brent. I am wondering if we're going to be taking focus on them for the next episode and seeing who else might get into the good place, or maybe exploring the good place, because we only saw the office door, didn't we? And we kind of have a feeling about how the good place committee, how they're like. And it's not good. They are kind of hopeless. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some kind of testing of emotions for the 4 humans plus Michael and Janet. So we'll have to wait and see. But we'll have to keep our eyes out on this one, because I'm not ready for this journey to end. But all things must come to an end, I guess. So yeah, I really loved this though. It was really great to have things progress in terms of the system, and even having a little peek of the system, which did remind me of that episode in season 2 where everyone was put through their own tests. And it's not too dissimilar, is it? Like with the 4 humans when they were put through their own tests, which would really, test their mentality, especially with Tahani with her parents. So yeah, it's not too dissimilar, but it did have that reminiscence for me. So it was really great to have that, as well as Chainsaw Bear. I really loved that skit. That was really, really amazing. It's just old habits though, isn't it, with the bad place? But no, I really loved how things went by. And I gotta say, Jason, I am really loving how this episode, or this season should I say, has evolved him so much, because you'd think of him as the total dumbass, I guess. But this season, time and again, I mean, he's had his moments, obviously, but there have been moments throughout this season, and there have been moments, of course, in the past, but there have been moments significantly in this season that have shown how Jason has just shone. I mean, the fact that he was able to do that Romeo and Juliet comparison without it feeling off was just amazing. And not just that, though, but him just ploying against Chidi for him to be in a position where he could reflect on things and then get to confess to Jason. It was just amazing. Like, I really thought that was a really amazing move from Jason, for him to utilize his mind to be like, okay, well, if I pretend about this situation about me with myself and Janet is gonna be bumming me out because we're so different, maybe Chidi will confront me. And because at the end of the day, they've gone through 800 reboots, Eleanor and Chidi, as well as Tahani and Jason, but the main focus is Eleanor and Chidi, and how there is that worry that one will not be good enough for the other because of how different they are. And even on an Earth, like even right now, like you could be with someone who is so different, but the feeling might still be strong. Like, you could have your differences, and it's nice to have something in like that similar terrain. Like with me and my girlfriend, we have a lot in common, and you know, even if we had opposite views on interests that we have, like if she didn't like Harry Potter but I did, if she didn't like Doctor Who but I did, it's all about the feeling, and it's all about knowing who you are personally, in my opinion, because I'm more so intrigued about who the person. I mean, I can't say this for Eleanor or Chidi or whatever, but it's more so about how they are personally. Are they going to be a good enough person? Are they going to show affection, etc.? So yeah, you know, they lives might have been different in terms of upbringing and whatnot, but at the end of the day, like I said, they've gone through 800 reboots and they've developed, but not just that though. It's about how they personally feel, and we've seen time and again about how they have really clicked on one another, and how both characters have grown. Really, I mean, we have seen, since with Chidi getting his memories back, he's been acting a bit more developed, and you know, that's a testament about how much progress he has made over the 800 reboots and whatnot. And it's the same with Eleanor. The person she is right now is so different, and this is the thing with people, we all change. When you think about it, we're all different people. To echo a sad quote, but it is a quote that sticks by me so much because we do change. I mean, I'm a completely different person to what I was 3 years ago, and you know, at that time I was a different person to what I was 3 years then. We change, and at the end of the day, that's like, as long as that feeling is still there, and it was there. It's just there was that anxiety that, okay, if they find this out about me, it's gonna, you know, create problems maybe. And I get that, because I've always worried when it comes to dating, like people are going to know about me and me having autism, and that's gonna bum a few people out. But it's that feeling. It's like that personality that I guess, like, there are going to be a few judgmental people, but that's not going to be that's not going to be Chidi for Eleanor's sake, vice versa. So yeah, it's more so about how they are personality wise, that is, I guess, the is the key point. So yeah. But I did really love how Jason absolutely orchestrated everything so that Chidi could get some clarity, which is a really nice move, because he did sense something was up, and he used his own experiences, although he's probably had, I mean, he's had his issues with Janet in the past, but he used his own experience to push things along with Chidi, because he didn't want to see Chidi hurt, and he didn't want to see this kind of rift with Eleanor and Chidi. So I gotta say, like, yeah, he might have set things up with Chidi, but it was all for a greater purpose. And you know, Jason is really killing it this season. So yeah, and it's the same with Vicky, because I was a bit suspicious with her when she first appeared in this episode, but she has really shone, and so is Michael in terms of handing the reins to Vicky. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think we would see Vicky again this season, but low-key glad I did, because we saw that how Vicky was so enthusiastic with this whole situation that it was kind of a bummer when Michael disposed of her. But we know that Michael was having anxiety of his own, kind of like how Eleanor and Chidi were having worries about, okay, what are you going to find in my file? Is this gonna jeopardize something? Michael was having issues regarding like, for as long as I can remember, I've been doing this, and you know, Vicky's going to take the reins, and at the end of the day, that's going to be okay for the demons, because they revere Vicky more so than me, because they view me as a traitor, and I don't know how to feel about this. So it's really sad for Michael, but I really do feel like him handing the reins to Vicky was a very selfless move from him, and it was really, really nice, because yeah, it does hurt that Vicky seems to get more reverence from the demons than you are, even though that this is a plan that you're spearheading and whatnot. But also you got to think about the fact that you've pushed so hard as well for this to become a thing, and here we are right now. Like, we are at this moment, and we can't take a step back. And if Vicky's getting it is just worrying, because you spent so long being the architect of the bad place, aka the good place, and you have someone come in and you know, what they're doing is proving to be more revered by the demons. It is going to break your heart. So I can understand why Michael was feeling a bit insecure with Vicky, but and you know, that feeling that I'm worthless, because you don't want to feel that, especially if you spent so long doing something and then Vicky is winning over the crowd. And yeah, so I do feel for Michael, but he did a really great job in terms of handing the reins over to Vicky. So yeah, and you know what? Go Vicky, because like I said, I did have a bit of skepticism, but she's seemingly nailing it. So go Vicky. So, and I really loved that the testament of her acting as well, when she was like barging in saying, this is a coup. So yeah. But yeah, it was a really great episode. I loved the montage video as well, like especially with Jason reading from the hand. That was gold. And Janet's simply the test, perfect. But I really loved this episode. I'm worried about what's going to happen, given the fact that the 4 humans, they've been given the green light regarding them going to the good place. But I do think that we might have a little peek on what's going to happen with Simone, Brent, and John, because I do feel like their stories have not concluded at the minute. So, you know, with a 20-minute episode, we might get a bit of leeway, because they've been very fundamental with this season. So we might get a bit of closure for them before we do get a bit of closure for everyone else. So yeah, but we shall just have to wait and see. But yeah, solid stuff, and excited but nervous for the next episode, but it will be very exciting to see what just happened. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!